What's good? It's Ozman the Wizard.
And Naima.
This is not
Not
another day.
another damn podcast.
Presented by our
I
damn.
damn self.
So 359. Yeah. 359.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. Yeah. I'm like, I lost.
I can't
Lost.
wait till 10 episodes from now. We go 369. Damn, you're fine. I'm ready for that.
Okay.
Almost
I
like
gotta
three
I
six
gotta oil my knees because
window to the
when you
wall.
get over 40, your knees start to click clack a little bit. You clicky clack everywhere when you get over 40 with your knees. So
We're not there yet. 359, not 369. Damn, you're fine.
and I'm gonna get low and I'm gonna drop it. Boo boo.
That's a good one. It's like three. Like it's only two answers when you finish. Like you say 369. It's really only two answers to that. It's damn, you're fine. And it's what 369, 12, 15, 18, 21,
Oh
24.
yeah.
That's all schoolhouse rock from back in the day. That's the only two answers. We say 369. You have to respond with one of those. Either damn
30. I like 30 because he was the football player you came out.
21, 24, 27, 30.
30.
So
I
those are
can't
really
get
the
my
only
school girl.
answers. Like if that's supposed to have it was 369, like what's the next line? Yeah. It's only two answers you give. It's like,
If you're Gen X and Gen, where are we, Millennial, whatever we are now, I don't know what my name is anymore.
old
But
ass millennial, god damn it.
we're not old ass millennials. Stop calling us that. I
Well,
prefer Zennial.
AM baby. Let's go.
I prefer I prefer Zennial because we're part X and part millennial. We're a subgroup. That's what I prefer. But since you opened up with that more nostalgic stuff, so I saw a funny post that somebody put up, and they said, "Text your children." They said, "Text your children."
When did
What
Cash
year did
Money
Cash
take
Money
over?
take over? They said, "Text it to your child and just put their response up." So I had to jump in on the fun. I'm like, let me jump in on the fun. So I text Ariana and I text her. I said, "What year did Cash Money take over?"
Yeah, what?
And then she wrote, "What?" That was her response. What?
Well,
And then I asked her, I said, Ari, when she came back in the room later, I said, "You never answered my question." She was like, I said, "What year did Cash Money take over?" And she was like, "I don't know what that is, mommy." Like, I don't know what that means. Like, she was like, I was like, okay. I said, "You have to be old to get it, baby." I said, "It's okay. You gotta be my age to get that."
years ago, I said I had my old man moment when Juvenile was on the pre-show of the BET Award. I was like, when did Juvie get booted to the pre? So I remember when like Cash Money was headlining this thing. Like I'm that's how far back I go when they were like you were watching to see Cash Money, and then
Yes.
somebody hit me in the comments. It might have been Marcus Chapman or somebody like that. I don't remember and shit. Because it's not the 99 and the 2000
The
anymore. So
2000.
like that.
It's
That's
true though.
like, what did you? We get bumped to the pre because
But
it's not.
everybody my age, when we saw that Julie had that Tiny Desk concert on NPR, everybody my age, we was like, and of course he closed with Bet That Thing. If he did it twice, he did Bet That Thing twice, of course. And
He did
and
all
when the
this on the BET pre-show. Yeah, it was the pre-show, so it's like it's outside. It's like not really an audience, but yeah, probably got like 50 people out there. But the 50 people got a show though. God damn it!
yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
oh yeah. He did high, he did slow motion, he did back that ass up, he did all his hits. It's like
Slow motion for me. Slow motion for me.
like,
Hey.
dude, we got catalog. Like, just like I was into the pre-show, I was watching. I was like, yeah. I'd have been mad if
Yeah,
that
because
wasn't on the main show. I was like, that needs to be on the main show if I was
his
there.
Tiny Desk concert was good because it closed out because, like, June is the Black Music Month, and he was the last one of the Black Music Month. He was the last one that did for June. I think he did do June 30th. I think that's when his episode aired. And when I saw them violins come out, I was like, okay. I started stretching. I was like, I saw the violins come out.
You can drop it like it's hot, drop it like it's hot, wobbly bobbly bop, drop it like it's Drop it like when Wayne
And
says
what I
drop
did, Marcus just
Wayne
looked at
said
me and he
drop it
was
is hot
like,
like Wayne said drop it like it's hot like 50 times at the end of that song. The big
yeah.
version of it. Because
And I used to be,
the radio
and I
edit
used to be able
plays
to do
yeah,
that.
drop it like it's hot, but it goes all the way. The full version goes all the way.
Yeah, because me and my friends, when we were in college, we would do that. We would just keep on dropping it. We would just keep on, oh, oh, oh.
Drop it like it's
Now, if
hot.
I try to do it now, I could do it, but then I'm gonna be in pain probably for like the next 3 days after. But it's fine. But
Oh,
it's
shout
all
out Little Wayne. Speaking of him, he was at WrestleMania 40. He performed it. Yeah, Weezy yeah,
really
was there. I was like, look at Wayne. Hey. So
interesting. Interesting.
and his big sign, like Wayne came up, he wrapped one of the wrestlers to the ring. He's like, he came like Weezy, yeah,
Hilarious.
baby, let's go. Dwayne Carter, let's go, baby. Yeah.
So with this, well, the weather hasn't broke yet in Chicago, even though we're almost in May. We're still like we have a
We're
cold front that came
outside,
in.
it's frightful.
We had a cold front.
I'm still singing Christmas songs. That shows because the weather outside is frightful.
It's when they said last night on the news, they was like, yeah, this cold front. And I was like, it's 36 degrees outside. Like, what the hell? Like, what just happened? Like, why is it not,
I'm wearing a hoodie.
why is it not spring yet? Like, what is going on? I
Yeah,
have a blanket on my lap right now, but I'm like, what is going on? But with that being said, we are in prom season, and
hey,
seeing I've been seeing the take of prom, and like I
what was
said,
our
we
first episode again?
we
Our
can circle back.
yeah,
So
back to episode 1.
my question I have, because like the different like whatever popular pages, like they post the looks, and they say the girls with the looks, they're like, okay, do we yay the look? Is it or is it they want you to like rate the looks of these prom outfits. And when did prom get to be a Met Gala? Like that's what the outfits look. All the pictures I saw, they like Met. I was like,
Because the Met Gala is the fucking that's the
Illuminati. Oh, that's what
prom
Mike
show.
Love said.
Yes,
Illuminati prom.
mimicking them is like yeah. Shout out Mike Love. He coined Illuminati prom. Yeah, it's the Met.
Because when I was looking, I'm like, that looks like a $5,000 dress.
Mm.
Like I went to House of Brides and got a bridesmaid dress for my prom and spent like $120 on my dress. Like I don't know like what
Got
what
red
is
carpets at proms now. So what are you wearing? What are you?
right. I'm wearing Dolce and Gabbana. Like what?
I got red carpets at proms now.
It's getting to be too much. People, it's like, man, what happened to going to Men's Warehouse and getting your tux? Like I'm
Yeah. We're going to K and G special.
K&G, thank you.
Buy one get one half off and
It's
shit.
five free, whatever.
Like
They be
that.
having the sales like buy one get four free or
Sometimes they
something.
do have like yeah, you buy two, you get three free, like shit like that.
Yeah.
K and G be having them spell. You got to have the text message and show them that though.
Yeah, you gotta have your text. So have your text message and
But
show it
even
on your phone, and
out there, you can still get some deals. Like I said, buy one get one half off and shit like
there
that.
you go. But
K&G special.
I'm just I'm just floored. And then I saw somebody on the picture. They did the Theo Huxtable thing. These kids were sitting in a helicopter. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, what is this?
Crosby Show fans, baby.
Like the boy was sitting in the helicopter and the girl was standing outside, like they was looking like some boss shit. And then he's like in the helicopter like that, and the girl is like posed like that. I'm like, for a 17-year-old? Like, I don't.
Well, I never did prom. Like I was over it by then. Like, yeah, I'll tell more about my history. Like what? We had Kenwood has a fucking prom vessel. First of all, so like, only Kenwood would have a fucking yacht, have a yacht for prom. It's like this is the '90s, so like they we kind of invented that shit. So I don't want to hear niggas from my class say a word about these kids with their helicopters. Y'all
Y'all
have
was
a prom
y'all
vessel.
were doing it for the gram before the gram.
I had a prom vessel, so I don't want to hear nothing about it. Back in the 90s.
Well, we had prom at we did it at McCormick Place, the new one, because it was only like a year old when we did McCormick
The
Place.
Hyatt.
So the one
Yeah.
yeah, the Hyatt, yeah, we did it there. Yeah, we
I think
did it there.
that's the Hyatt is right there by McCormick. Yeah.
Yeah, McCormick Place. And like I said, it had just opened like a year before we did ours. So it was new. We rented, me and some of my friends, we rented a stretch Lincoln Town Car limo, and Yeah, that's what we did.
and what had the
Like I don't.
at one of those Lake Michigan cruises that they rented out for prom. I'm like,
Man,
that's
y'all did big.
that is like y'all get
But then
with
some like suburban schools just decorate the gym. Like I've seen like
what
the
they do.
suburban schools, like they'll just decorate their gym.
Like TF North probably
That
that on it. So one of the TFs probably did that.
yeah,
Or
like
like
Morton Grove probably does that. Like
in
whatever.
Chicago Heights and shit probably did that.
And it's like, what is going on with these proms? Like, I mean, I know we circle back because like
Oh
we,
yeah,
we are
well,
in prom
yeah,
season,
yeah, I
and
was going back with what I gonna say about the prom vessel and all that. Y'all was over it by then, but I did for the graduation suit. I did that. I was gonna say that we mentioned the KNG special. I got my graduation suit from my style. If you know, you know, and shit.
we're regulars.
No, you know. Got your prom suit for fucking my style and shit.
I still on right
On
there on
Roosevelt,
Roosevelt.
on Wabash, that's where the jewel is at. Yeah.
Yep, right there on Roosevelt. Yep,
Right by the train.
by the green line, right?
Yeah, the L
Yeah.
pass right behind that. That's where Micedale was. The L pass right behind Micedale. Yeah, the South Loop Jewel was Micedale back in the 80s and 90s.
Back in the 80s and 90s, and you could get regular clothes. And
And they were like a joke because they said everything's half off, but shit was
the
marked
price
way.
was marked up like 3 times the amount.
They
So
were making money regardless and shit. I
like you're
did get
not
a
getting it.
graduation suit from there. I remember that shit. Yeah. I do remember that shit.
Another one, maybe Burlington.
Early, like yeah, like used to get shit from there back in the day.
Yeah.
But ain't no more of the K and G specials. Like kids got to be, you rock that now, you get made fun of. I'm sure.
It's just getting out of control. So at this point, I'm like, my daughter is 9, so I have a few years into like, do I need to start saving now for my prom for my daughter? Because I don't know what to do. Like
Well,
she
Khalil's getting a K and G special.
yeah.
I'll hook him up. To get 3 free, I'll hook him up with one of my free ones. There we go.
Okay, because I'm like, I'm looking at my backyard is a good size. So it's like, okay, I'll just decorate my backyard. That's going to be the send off for Ariana. She'll, we'll decorate the backyard and that's what we'll do. And
Proms are definitely too lit.
that's what we'll do. You're
We
going to get a
did that
nice,
years ago when we started this. Yeah.
or
See,
the girl that, like I said,
that
because
was
it would
first
start,
year.
it started because that boy who had like his mom thought that he was in Wakanda. So she brought Wakanda to, to the Philly. Yeah, she was from Philadelphia and they like flew in like sand and they had camels and shit and like
We going with Wakanda. I'll quote from the Black Panther soundtrack. Miss me with that bullshit.
we don't do that here. That's why I say
I quote Kendrick Lamar and shit from the fucking side. Miss me with that bullshit.
but I saw a girl last
Yeah,
year
man.
who like her prom, they did like they had like a tent, like those tents that people use for like outdoor weddings where you want to have like an inside
Or them become COVID tents for like, yeah, it said you can't have indoor dining, but you can eat in here. Like make it make sense.
and these. Yeah.
It's outside of the restaurant, so we eating inside, outside. It's like
Outside. Like they did that for like this girl's prom last year, and it looked like a wedding reception. They had like the like like the tray that you have like when you like when the people are serving you at the wedding, they had like the with the stainless steel tops, and they had like all that, and they had like a champagne fountain. I'm like, for a prom? Like this looks like a wedding. This is like a 60-person wedding, it looked like. Like it was very I mean, it was a beautiful setting, but I'm like, these kids are getting this now at 17 and kids are renting they're renting like Rolls Royces and Bentleys and Ferraris for kids to take to prom.
are they releasing doves too?
I don't know. I guess like what is this? I don't
Get some seagulls and release them.
paint some pigeons white.
George catch some seagulls. I'm going to the lake, catch some seagulls and release them.
I said just paint some pigeons white. Just do that. no one know. They're gonna know. No one know. They're gonna know. Just paint some pigeons white. They won't know.
It's funny that something like that actually happened because like you don't nature is unpredictable. I'm getting off topic, but who gives a fuck? Is our part. It's like it was somebody did a wedding, a beach wedding and shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
It released doves and shit, not knowing the seagulls immediately attacked the doves because they didn't know what they were like on their territory. So then it basically became a bloodbath and shit at the wedding. It's like they attacked them when they released them. They got attacked immediately. So it was like that's why I guess the doves don't hang out at the lake. So like they were like, what the fuck? The seagulls saw them and like and attacked them and shit.
You became
Forgot
gay.
where I saw.
You
I
can't
forgot
East
where
Coast, West Coast beef, basically. You
forgot
have to
where
have
I
that.
saw that shit, or the current hip hop beef we got going now. I don't know if you've been paying attention, but hip hop is hip hop beef is back, baby. Let's go. We got Future and Metro Boomin versus and Kendrick. You got Drake, J. Cole was in it. It's like, yeah, it's,
Chris Brown versus Quavo.
yeah, Chris Brown. The Quay that is like is yeah. He said that it should have been Quavo who died instead of Offset. It's like okay, y'all
They should have
you
taken off
talking
your.
lie, y'all going hard and shit. He said like should have been him instead of Takeoff and shit.
I'm like, what is this? I'm like, what is going on? Like this is. I just woke up and I just saw like all that on my Instagram feed. And I'm like, what just happened? Like,
Why he's watching Kendrick now because Drake to put out 2 diss records. He's like, oh, wait, we watching Kendrick any day now. It's like it
is
might have
this
dropped by
to
the time this comes out. The Kendrick response might have dropped. Who knows?
is this to generate sales or are people going on tour soon? Is that what's happening? Are people about to tour or
I don't know. It started when Future and yeah, Drake. They've been and Metro. They've been making music for like some years now. Like yeah,
Mhm.
it's like they had some hits. Yeah, like
Yeah,
yeah,
I will wait for you. Yeah,
yeah. They didn't had some yeah,
yeah,
that
they
was
have
one. Also is they didn't have some hits like I can't think of the name, but they didn't have hits in recent years, like put out
Mhm.
whole projects and shit. But somewhere there along the line, like it was a falling out and shit. So like Future and Metro Boomin put a project out without Drake and shit. And Kendrick Lamar appeared on the joint and like basically like took shots at some of everybody in hip hop. It's like and then J. Cole jumped in and then said never mind and shit. Like so yeah, Cole ain't cut out for this shit. It's like it's, he
Yeah,
jumped
Cole
in.
is like I take my backpack and I ride the bus. Like that's which he does. He does ride the
That pretty
bus
much
still.
ends the debate like J. Cole versus Kendrick. Like Kendrick automatically won because you can't jump in a hip hop beef and then jump out like, nah, I'll change my mind. So yeah, Kendrick won that. It's like, oh, the debate is over. Like you can't, yeah, it's that debate is over. Yeah. And then Drake put a whole like record out dissing some of everybody, and then put a say no Drake does like he did with Meek Mill. He does back to back. So he put out a second one too. It's like he had 2 records he put out. And the second one is actually getting radio play. I played it before. So, so yeah, it's and everybody's looking at Kendrick to put out because he only did the verse on the Future Metro Boomin joint. Like,
Hmm.
we want to hear like the solo Kendrick disc record. So everybody's watching Kendrick. Okay, anytime, any
Interesting.
minute now, you're on the clock, Kendrick. Because otherwise, yeah, because if the debate is over between J. Cole and Kendrick, if Kendrick don't respond, does that mean Drake wins? Drake the GOAT of this generation? It's like,
Champagne
have a good
Poppy.
claim if Kendrick don't respond, he would have a good claim. Man. Drake is a little LeBron James of hip hop to me. It's like he has like GOAT status and GOAT numbers, but nobody respects him and shit. It's like LeBron James. Like, yeah, his body of work technically will put him in GOAT status, but since nobody likes him and shit, it's like, yeah,
Nobody likes him.
nobody gives him credit. Like he's Drake is LeBron
And Drake cries a lot too. He cries a lot too. So
James.
he does. He do be crying.
I did make those. I said Drake's LeBron. I said um Lil Wayne was Kobe. Jay is Jordan is like yeah he's like comparisons like I just yeah because Wayne because he started young is like and he had like yeah
Okay. Yeah, and he grew into his, yeah. Okay.
yeah that's why because he started young like Kobe and eventually like in the beginning he was shaky and then became like yeah what he became like during the
Hmm.
mixtape Wayne era and all of that he became
Hmm.
but it's like some other comparisons those are the ones I made off the top of my head. Who would be Steph Curry? I don't know. Is that J. Cole? I don't know. I'm
You
trying to
both light
figure
skin.
part out. I ain't got that far yet.
Who would be Eminem?
Eminem. Hmm. Hmm. Would he be Larry Bird? I don't know. It's like, not just because he's white. Is he Larry?
Screw it, I'm going with Luka Doncic. Screw it, Luka.
Well, yeah, these that's like just a few I made. I think the LeBron James Drake one is very accurate. Yeah.
Yeah, that's on the nose. That is.
Because his body of work would like he could have a claim of being GOAT, but real hip hop heads would say, fuck out of here, man. No, he don't. It's like yeah,
Because for God's sake, they made Hotline Bling on Kids Bop. So when they do when they Kids Bop your stuff, I mean,
yeah, it's Bop. Funniest was like Ariana was riding we went on some Uncle Oscar put on Kids Bop. It was the funniest shit ever. These words I never thought I would hear. Can you turn on Kids
you
Bop?
turn our Kids Bop.
A sentence I never thought I would hear.
Kids Bop it would be funny, like they how
Yeah.
they
When I put it on, like what caught me when the Liz old joint came on.
little shoot hurts, yes.
Yeah, she was there. I just took a. I said, "How they gonna get out of this shit?" I just took a DNA test. Turns out I'm 100% that kid. I was like, "Okay, they got out of it." I was like, "So how's this gonna work?" So I turned it up when that came because the track came because it sounds the instrumental came on. So okay, like how they gonna pull this one? I was actually in the kids bop on that one. Like how they gonna do this one?
They also did with the 24 karat. Like I said, they just cut the whole
That
second verse.
bitch,
Because I was like,
that bitch.
second verse for the gangsters, bad bitches and your ugly ass friends. I was waiting for bad bitches and your ugly ass
I
friends
want
to
to
be
hear how
kids
they
bop.
replace that and shit in the kids bop. Y'all didn't try.
They
Y'all could have.
completely just cut that. They completely cut that verse. I was like, smart move because there's no way
You can clean it up. It's
you can't clean it.
bad children, your funny old friends.
No. No.
Bad children, your funny little friends. Well, I got it. Bad children and your funny acting friends because parents are acting funny. Bad children and your funny acting friends. I cleaned it up, man. See, I should work for kids, Bob. Damn it.
Clean a wop.
There's, there's some clothes in this house. There's some.
Somebody says there's some chores in this house. There's some chores in this house. Chores.
Ah,
There was like waffles and pancakes. Waffles and pancakes.
that that's gonna take more work. Let me figure.
Wow.
Let me figure that one out.
They said macaroni in the pot, so you got macaroni right there. So maybe you can macaroni in a pot.
Shout out Cardi B.
I want to hear them kids about that, but the rap beef is like they're going. I don't know.
Yeah,
I really don't pay too much attention to them. I just kind of
I've been keeping an eye on things, so to speak, because it's what I do.
because they just getting a little bit kind of I don't know. That line did hit hard though. The saying the thing the Quavo about take. I was like,
Oh,
that's too soon.
yeah,
That's too soon. It's too soon. It
you going
is
hard, hard. You going all in on this beef? I see.
because that's like his nephew did die in his arms, basically. So it's like
Yeah.
that's a bit, you know,
Yeah, some will say that was below the belt and shit. Yeah,
that's a bit much. Yeah, yeah. It's certain lines about that that people just shouldn't. I don't think that people should step.
so they gonna like especially with Chris Brown. You just like we got all kinds of dirt.
Really? No.
I got my line. Yeah, the last hit you had was with Rihanna. Ooh.
I just think about in the movie Ted when they show Mark Wahlberg and he was like, "Yes, Chris Brown can do no wrong." They show him dancing. Because it was like a flashback of when he met Mila Kunis's character and he was in the club dancing. Yeah, because they was like, "You want that laffy taffy, that kiss." He was like, "Yes, Chris Brown can do no wrong."
See if you can run it, run it.
That made me laugh out loud when I saw that. I was like, Seven Farley a fool for that. He a fool for that. But I had to stop. I made myself had to pause because when we watched this Christmas and when Chris Brown's character like did like the thing to Lauren London's boyfriend to Keith
Oh,
Robinson,
the guys were like grilling
and he
him.
was like, yeah, he was like,
I
she
love
always
bad boy. Yeah, I love
yeah, she always did like him articulate, and then he like did like the to him. And
a
then I said when I watched, I said, whose ass is Chris Brown gonna kick? I said that, and then
couple months
like I
later.
and
the
then years later, I was like, oh shit, like I said that because I was like, really, like him, like really, really.
Let me see if you
But I
can
mean,
run it, run it.
you have to keep in mind that this was like running, and yo, Chris Brown back there, he was, but he wants to smoke, so we're gonna look and see what Quavo comes back with. And then he said that he hit Sweetie, and you know, like he said that Chris Brown said that Sweetie cheated with him. So I mean,
And well, you got your comeback for that. Yeah, that ain't the only woman you hit.
so and then he talked about him and Sweetie in the elevator, and because that was a hot mess. Him.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I just call the girl a thought. Tweety is kind of a thought. I ain't surprised.
No, when Sweetie and Quavo when they had the
Yeah, they had the
elevator thing.
elevator video and shit. Yeah, that
Because I remember at that time we just said everybody like nobody should take elevator. If you're rich, don't take an elevator. Just at this point, everybody stay out of elevators.
of course shit goes down once $1 billion in the elevator.
You had Solange, you had him, who was the Ray, who was that?
Ray Rice and shit.
Ray Rice. Like I'm like, just don't
Yes,
take
both
elevators.
had
Like I was like, stop taking elevators
legit
if you're
KO'd
rich.
her. It's like, yeah.
Just
And
walk, just do the stairs.
now
Just
and
do the
now
stairs.
they married, which makes the video came out like months later after like yeah like and like so now she looks even because like they married like put that behind them, but yeah we all saw the video, so like if people
It was
forever
bad.
to the
It
end
was
of time
bad.
look at her crazy. It's like you
It
married
was bad. The video was bad.
legit KO'd you and then drag your lifeless body out of the
It was
elevator.
bad. It was bad. Like all these elevator, because like the thing about these elevator videos when they come out, because it's no sound, so like you don't know, you can't hear,
Yeah.
you just see that because like you can't hear so
Solange one, the wildest one is the aftermath when you see them like walking. They're all like like a deer in headlights, like the aftermath video.
this was Beyonce's face, this was Jay-Z's face. He was holding his face, and then Solange was looking like say something else. Like Solange come out looking like what? That's how she came out looking.
Yeah, that aftermath video was wild as hell.
One thing about your younger sibling, they was like the younger siblings be feisty. They gonna protect their older siblings. The younger siblings are feisty for their older siblings.
Right,
And they said that's what happened with Solange.
that you
Well, we're both cancers, so we're both cancers.
have you on
Hmm.
a serious note, have you heard about what's going on in Dubai right now? It's crazy over there.
I have not. I've been
Oh
out
yeah,
the.
they got hit with like some historic rain. It's like they
Oh
got
my goodness.
the heaviest rain it's ever had in 75. You know, like it's Middle East, they don't get a lot of rain there.
I
So
don't.
the probably just a good rainfall will like mess them up. It's like I'm gonna pull the pictures up and show you like what's going on in Dubai right now.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, they heaviest rain years. Yeah, look at this
Oh wow. They're
highway.
flooded.
It's a highway and shit. Yeah, because they can't get rid of all of the rainwater.
Hmm.
But yeah, schools and businesses closed across it. Yeah, it's the airport right here. Hopefully, you don't have sound. Oh, I did have sound. So yeah, I guess I'll run it. Yeah, with the sound. That's the Dubai airport. Look at that.
All that water, jeez.
Yeah, now
Oh
we're in
my
the
gosh,
streets
people on
now.
their bikes and cars are flooded.
Yeah, they just it's crazy out there. There's another picture. That's a parking lot in Dubai this past Thursday. That gotta be the airport, but people are stuck. They can't get out of town.
But
No,
they can't get back, yeah.
yeah, because the planes. It's like you saw the plane struggling to take off. So yeah,
Yeah. Because you need to be able to
yeah,
get up in the
gotta
air,
get yeah, be
you
able to
get your
get
speed
speed
up. Yeah.
take off. Yeah, so yeah, the planes are grounded. It's just a mess right now in Dubai. Yeah, because they had a heavy rainfall and it caused that. Yeah, and they not built for that. Like it's probably like rain, like how like we've had like some days with rain, like a couple days in a row, but we built
Mhm.
for that. Like we
We
got
built
the
for that.
proper drainage system and all of that. Yeah.
Yeah. And then at the very most, like I said, like I said, because in Chicago, basements flood sometime in Chicago.
Couple
They
of
do.
viaducts flood is like stuff like
Yeah.
that, but it didn't shove the whole city down though. It's like yeah, like the
Yeah. You just
airports were still open and all that. It
like
might have
us
been
in
too
Chicago,
late. Like yeah,
go get your wet vac from Menards or
yeah.
Home Depot or Lowe's. Get you a wet vac and just suck it up out your basement. That's all you gotta do.
But yeah,
But
with historic rains out there right now. Cause I saw that. Because I saw people posting in my timeline that said like, "Hey, you see what's going on in Dubai right now?" I'm like,
now
whoa.
is this due to global warming? Is that what this is due to,
It's,
possibly?
climate change is definitely real. It's a reason, and it's a reason why we like the end of April and it's still like the 30s and 40s. So it's definitely
Why the hell are people wearing? Because like somebody said that there's like, and people are wearing winter coats still at the end of April in Chicago. We're still in winter coats. It's like what the
it's definitely like I said, yeah, I believe the climate change is real. Yeah. Shit's crazy.
oh, prayers for them, and hopefully
They
they
can get that
can
water out of there, get it drained or yeah, hopefully.
get it drained. And
Yeah. Mhm.
wonder if it's a way where they could like because I know like in the areas like that, it's like droughts can happen. Like they can like somehow like purify and like
Repurpose that
bottle up the
water.
water, repurpose the water. Yeah.
If
For
somebody
times
ever
it
comes up with
is.
a plan, if somebody ever comes up with a plan like that, they're winning a Nobel Prize. It's
Hmm.
because it is like water shortages in areas, but we got these big ass oceans covering most of the world. If you could find a way to like separate the salt from that water, it's like yeah, it's like
Hmm.
like how that'll be a game changer. Then you got oceans worth of water. It's like, but this is undrinkable because of all the salt in there. You
All
can't,
the salt. Yeah.
and like this
But the
water,
water is salty.
yeah,
You can be like I say, like we be at the ocean, then like if you like go under and then like it gets in your mouth and you're like, ugh, it's like, ugh, like
you
like
know,
the
to
water is salty.
the Pacific and the Atlantic, yeah. So yeah,
Mhm.
and the ocean water is real.
Definitely can. Yeah, the water is salty.
Yeah,
Beautiful, but it's salty.
except salt water is real. But let's have some fun now. We had brought it down. Whoa,
I know.
not fun. Depending on what kind of fan you are right now, though, do no, it's fun, but
Oh yeah, it's
fun,
fun for us.
fun and depressing at the same time. If you're a Bulls fan, it's depressing.
Well, I mean, I said
Fun and depressing at the same time.
I said after all this stuff, I said this is a play-in team at best, and I was correct. Like I said that's a while back. It's a play-in team
I
at
said
best.
because they didn't do shit. They were a playing team last year and didn't do anything. You got Javon Carter. It's like you didn't make any moves. It's like yeah, and you got Torrey Craig. Like you made like minor moves. You didn't make it. You didn't make any major improvements to this
The
team.
best thing that came out the Bulls this season was Kobe White's emergence to show that he's a bona fide player, that he's a real player.
Yeah, like
That's the best thing that they did was sign Kobe White up. That's the best thing they did.
Yeah, but
Because now they're looking smart about that because like you signed him up on a break, like you got him for a good price, and now look at the numbers he's put. Look at how he's grown. So it's like you're looking very smart that like you okay, we got
now
him and
you
look.
have
Ooh,
options with that. Is like either keep him or you could use him in a trade package for a star player. Like yeah, because it's like disgruntled stars out there. So
I
yeah,
say build around him. Get rid of everybody else and build around him.
got options. Got options. You
Get
know
rid
who's
of
on the
him.
market? Who we a team that the Bulls played in the play. Like I've been seeing because like Atlanta Hawks we eliminated them, but like I said
Yeah.
Trey Young is possibly on the market. How do you like a backcourt of Kobe White and Trey Young? That's exciting.
Hmm.
How do
I
you get
think that
you
was
know like
good.
yeah like exact would definitely have
Him
to
and
yeah.
him and whatchamacallit can't play together in Atlanta. Him and who's
um
that?
um
Murray.
um
Murray.
Javante Murray is that I'm not saying
I
well
think
yeah
so.
I think yeah Murray yeah the other guard they got yeah I think
Yeah, they're not because like I saw them in that game, like the way that they were like Murray was like going, like you could see when they walked off for halftime, and Murray the way he was looking at Young, he was, they it's like okay, like it's a little bit of it's some tension there. Like, okay,
but I did see that yeah it's like you'd have to put together a hell of a package and shit. Like picks, like Zach is definitely in that because of the money. Like
Yeah,
probably Lonzo's expiring, which like Atlanta will probably just cut him anyway because I don't think he's ever gonna play again. Um, you'd have to make the money make sense with all that. The Bulls
right.
got the other assets. It would be like centered around Zach Levine and picks. Like would be like the package. What other prospects do they have? Like, I'm trying to think, like, who would because you're gonna need more than just Zach to get a player like Trey Young. It's like, yeah, it's like, so who would you'd have to figure that part out, yeah. Because I saw that he was possibly on the market, and like the Bulls were one of the teams mentioned, like a backcourt of Trey and Kobe. Like that's interesting because
Yeah,
you could move
they could
Kobe to the two. It's like yeah, like
they
that's
could give some firepower like how they had in Portland, like Lillard and
and
McCollum. They could be like that type of thing because they had some firepower. McCollum and Lillard did have firepower in Portland. They
or
did.
John Wall and Bradley Beal in Washington before Wall got hurt. Like
Yeah, they had some firepower.
mhm.
Yeah.
There's potential there. Yeah.
Hmm.
Especially when Kobe White balled in that game, I think, against Atlanta. He dropped
Yeah,
40
he dropped 42. He
yeah,
dropped a 40 piece. Yeah.
in that
He
game.
had zero turnovers. He had 9 rebounds and I think 6 assists. Like he had a good game. He had a really good game
Yeah.
in that must win play in game. He was looking dominant. like he
I was looking at a podcast with Rasheed Wallace and Bonzi Wells, former Jailblazers. They were like, y'all, if you know the Jailblazers, if you know that era of basketball. The early 2000s, like Portland team.
hmm,
Well, most of them they had they had issues with
records.
the law or they just were just hotheads in general, like Rashid getting ejected and shit like that.
I say records.
Yeah, you either had a
They
record
had.
or if you didn't have a record, you just like would just did dumb shit in the game. It's just like that whole team had issues basically. That's why they called them the Jailblazers. But they were talking about like the play-in tournament was whack and shit. Like they both said, like Rashid had a good point. He was like, "Look, you had 82 games, so like yeah, like to make it. Why should you like deserve 2 extra games? It's like it's not fair to the 7 and 8 teams like for to
We know
give the
where it is.
is that
We know
extra.
where it is. It's Spaceballs 2, the search for more money.
And
We
it
know it's
made sense
Spaceballs
in the
2.
bubble because yeah, the season ended
The
early.
season ended prematurely,
But the
so
team right outside, like 9, 10, looking in, it's like, hey, we could have made the playoff. We deserve a shot at it.
I'm only a game behind 8. I'm only a half a game behind 8.
We could have easily made that up.
We're
It's
the
like
ones
we
like
had like
we
20
have the
games
same
left and
record.
only 1 game out. It's like so we could have made
We
that
have
up.
the same we have the same record, but they won the tiebreaker. 8 won the tiebreaker over me if you're in a 9. We have
Yeah,
exactly the same record, but they got the tiebreaker.
yeah.
That's not fair to me.
So it made sense in that. But then the owner saw so hey, like we gonna keep this
Money.
going so we can make that money. Yeah. We could make that extra money because it's an extra game, like extra ticket sales, extra TV ratings, like all of that.
TV
It's like
ratings, yeah,
to
all
sell
that.
extra commercial time. It's like, yeah, it's like so that's what it became a money grab. Same reason why the first round is now 7 games instead of 5. Because back in my day, the first round was
It was 5 games. It definitely
I
was
like
five because
I
it was
like
three or
the best.
five.
Yeah, you really best 3 out of 5. I think the
Mhm.
first round and then the other round, second through the finals.
Other rounds was 7,
Yeah.
yeah.
I like
But I
the
definitely remember the 3 out of 5 because like when it
Jordan hit
switched,
the
I was like,
shot. It
when
was
did that happen?
game 5. Yeah, like that was an elimination game. People don't realize. They think it's like game 5 now. You still got 2 other games. Like, no, the Bulls weren't down 3-1. Like Jordan hit that shot in game 5. That was an elimination game. The Bulls,
Yeah, and that's why he.
yeah. If he misses that shot, Cleveland advances. Yeah. They were
Mhm,
tied 2-2. Yeah. And game 5 was the elimination game. So he had to hit that shot. That's why his celebration was so off the chain. Because if you don't
mhm,
make it, the Bulls go home. It's like, yeah, that's so like that was the when the for the first round was 5 games, which I like because you saw more upsets. It's like, yeah, he's still
mhm.
game 1, like you fucked and shit. Like,
Yeah,
it's like it's easy to like, yeah, like we still game 1 in the 7 game series is like you could get that game back, but
still turning around. Yeah,
you lose game 1 in the 5 games, like now you kind of like up
your
against the
back is kind of against the wall
yeah,
now.
really like yeah, you gotta be focused now.
You have no margin for error at that point. You gotta be on point. You gotta like if you lose your game 1, if you get game 1 stolen from you in a game in this 5 game series, you better be watching film.
Yeah,
You better be watching film. Like just as soon as you lose, go straight to film and see what happened. Okay, what happened? Okay, our defense fell apart right here. We collapsed every time. They drove the lane. They did this. They did that. Like you can look at your film and see what you did wrong.
yeah.
But
But the playing tournament is kind of whack, and at the end of the day, it didn't even really has anybody ever benefited from the play-in tournament? I don't. I know they didn't this year. I don't know if any team has ever benefited from it. I think every year, like the top 8 teams ended up getting the spots. It's a nine because like I would have to look back to the previous play-ins. I don't know if
yeah, I
anybody
gotta look and see. Like, did a 10 make it
have a
in?
9 or 10 ever like got in. Like I don't think so. It's like because this year in the East the 7-8 was Philly and Miami. The Bulls in
Mm-hmm.
Atlanta were 9-10. It's like
Mm-hmm.
Philly and Atlanta are in the playoffs and the Bulls in Atlanta are not. It's like yeah, Philly and Miami. I said yeah. And out West the
Mm-hmm.
same thing. The
Same thing.
Lakers and Pelicans I think were 8
Pelicans.
and 9 and 10
Pelicans were
was
8.
the Kings and Warriors were
Kings
9.
and Warriors.
Either one of them made it. They both
And
got
Kings and Warriors are out.
yeah. So has anybody benefited from this
Even with injury on both sides because Jimmy Butler was injured, so he didn't play against
opportunity?
Chicago, and then Zion didn't play against the
Yeah,
Kings.
yeah, Zion. So even without their star player, yeah, like both teams,
So
and it still didn't matter. Like the team that was
yeah, I was like,
the team that was originally number 8 got in. It's like yeah, it's like it might have been like that every year. I'd have to relook.
because when I saw that Zion was out, because I saw when Zion got injured in the game against the Lakers, because when he walked off, I could tell that he,
It was serious.
play, your body. So when you can tell when someone gets injured, when they walk back and they get out the game and they looking like fuck, you could tell that they're injured.
And it's bad. Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
just like oh let me sit out a
Walk it
couple.
up. Let me
Like,
just walk it off real quick.
yeah, go get my ankle taped. It's like it's
Take
not.
your ankle, yeah.
It's like yeah, it's not that. When they like going off, it's bad and shit. Yeah.
They said Zion's going to be out at least 2 weeks, I think.
They probably done then because they anything can happen obviously, but they probably not gonna beat the Thunder
And
yet.
then Butler, I don't know the extent of Butler, but Tyler Hero is what did us in, like why we lost that play, and Tyler Hero killed us.
Like I said, barring some like serious fuckery into like Boston's taking the East, like something wild would have to happen for them to not take.
Sorry, New York. I mean, I have some New York fans talking they
The
shit.
Knicks are balling. I'll give you that, but
I have some New York fans talking they shit on my page, and I'm like, yeah, that's nice, y'all good, but nobody's beating Boston.
they
And I
so
don't even like Boston. I don't even
I
like them like
don't like
that.
them at all. I never have.
I
Even
don't like
even
them.
going
I
back to
don't.
Larry Bird, I could not stand that team. It's like yeah, it's like, I've never been a Celtics fan, but I got to give
Boston.
credit is due. Like that team is like yeah, like they taking the East. I can't see
Yeah.
anybody not taking the East other than barring some like tomfoolery. Like I
Oh,
said,
you got the
I got the
playoff picture.
bracket. I got the bracket. I just wanted to explain this nonsense about this play
Oh,
in.
the nonsense of the play. So
Well,
like basically, so if
bracket.
you live under a rock, how the play-in works is okay. So like the 7, 8, 9, and 10 are up for
It's
draft.
7, 8 automatically gets in at 7. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
because
this
like
is what
7.
happens.
Yeah,
So
I'll let you explain it. Go. Yeah,
because it's like 1 to 6 is locked in. 7, 8, 9, and 10 have a chance to play. So the 7 and the 8 play each other. So whoever wins that game is in.
automatically 7. They
And
automatically.
then the loser of that has to play the
And the
winner of the
winner of
9
9
and
and
10.
10.
The
Mhm.
9 and 10, whoever loses that, you're out.
Yep, you're done.
So if you're in a 9 and 10 spot, you're in a tough spot because basically you have to win 2 games.
Gold, like
You
I
have
said,
to win two games to get in.
Golden State out west and Atlanta in the East were in that 10th spot, and both of them got.
Yeah. So you have to win 2 games. So that's why even when the Bulls won, I'm like, okay, we still gotta beat Miami to get in. We still gotta beat Miami.
Even without Butler, like
People say, well, Jimmy Butler ain't playing. I'm like,
they
we're
still
playing
better. They're still
Miami in
better than the
Miami.
Bulls. They're still better than the Bulls, even without
And
Jimmy
we're
Butler.
playing Miami in Miami. I looked at, I'm like, okay, I think we split for the season, but I'm like, that could still
I wasn't encouraged.
split the season. We won 2-2, I
Yeah,
think.
I wasn't encouraged. I said,
And I
Miami.
was like,
Yeah.
it's not impossible, but I was like, the Bulls really
It
they have
would
to
be an
buckle
upset. I
down.
said if the Bulls made that 8th spot, it would have been an upset. I didn't see it happening, but I said let's just see how it plays out. I didn't talk shit or nothing. I said let's see how it plays, but I don't think they're gonna win it. But let's see how it plays out. That's where I was.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Because I figured they could beat Atlanta. I was like, they could beat Atlanta. I figured that.
yeah.
I was like, unless Ice Tray goes off. I said, because Ice Tray shoots daggers sometimes.
We did guard, and he did this in the garden. Remember that? he
Yeah.
shook, he shook the garden and shit, which is not easy to do.
So, and then whatchamacallit, the Kings beating the Warriors, I was shocked about that because I'm like, at the end of the day, I'm like, it's still the Warriors. Like, I'm like, they can still pull
like
rabbits out of the
Kings
hats.
should have beat them last year. Remember, last year they were 3-6. They were like the Kings were 3, Warriors were 6, but like they choked
Mhm.
because they were the younger and experienced team. The Warriors got Steph fucking Curry on the other side.
Yeah. Like I said, that's why it's like
They
no
just
matter what,
the Kings had to win that to get their fucking win
to get
back.
their lick back,
They
basically.
showed
Get
last year
their
they should have because I predicted last year that Golden State would lose in the first round. Like they ended up advancing because the Kings shit the bed. It's like I thought the Kings would win last year. Now you said that confidence shook them because they were in the play in this year. It's like they went from number 3 to the play in is like the next year. So like the
Mhm.
losing to the Warriors shook their confidence. Yeah. And then this year they did get their win back, but then they lost to the Pelicans, so
The Pelicans.
they still didn't make the playoffs. At least they broke their curse because before last year they didn't make the playoffs since the Chris Webber era. This is like '06.
Damn, that's like
They
20 years down there. Like, damn.
had the longest playoff drought, like for I think it had to be 18 years at the time or something like, or 17 years, something like that. Yeah, it was a long ass drought they had without making the playoffs. They finally made it last year
Mm.
and lost in the first round. It's like
That's like while I know we always say that the Bulls have been mediocre at best, like over the last however many years. Like I said, we had like some bright spots. The
25
Derrick Rose was a
years.
bright spot. We
Yeah,
had a Derrick
that was
Rose, and
that was
Joakim
really
Noah, and Luol
that was
Deng.
really the one time this team wasn't mid. Was like the
Yeah, like I
20
said, we
20
had some bright,
2010 to like 2012 was like, let's say.
we had some bright spots.
Yeah.
Even like like even that team that beat Miami, the
Yeah, you had
champs,
the
like
baby Bulls, but even
baby Bulls, like that was like
they were like this team but better and shit. Like
they upset, they beat the champs. Yeah.
it was
So
the same like we had now but better though. Yeah, like
yeah, so I mean, like, we had like some excitement. I say maybe from like 2006 to like maybe 2012. Like we had like some hope in there, and then but when you look at some franchises who haven't done nothing in like I said, the Kings, like it's like
teams were
we
bad.
we were spoiled as Bulls fans. We were.
The Suns sucks for years until they got when they got Chris Paul and eventually KD. Like they were on a
Mhm.
nice drought since the Steve Nash era.
With
They
Steve Nash, yeah, because after Steve Nash left,
hadn't
now
been
it's
good
like
for years and shit. Yeah, so
it was,
yeah, and
yeah,
then they finally made some moves. Like yeah, so like, but it's hard to win out in these in these streets.
it is
Like winning a chip, as they say, ain't easy.
to be a, perennial playoff person. Like you're every year you're a contender. It's hard to do that to be a contender every year. It's very hard.
Or like since we got all the play in nonsense out of the way, let's just pull up the bracket. Where we stand right now as we record on Sunday. This is your 2024 playoff brackets. East or West, where we start?
Always starts in the East.
Okay. Celtics Heat. That's 1-8.
Mhm.
And they play the winner in the second round of the Cavs Magic, 4-5. 1-8 always plays 4-5. We have the Bucks and the Pacers at 3-6. And they play
Mhm.
the winner of the 2-7 series, which are Knicks and the Sixers. That's going to be
And
an
a
interesting
couple
year. This one is going to be the most interesting out of the first round to me. The
and
Knicks
a
and
couple of games have happened because the Knicks and Sixers
yeah,
already
the playoffs
played
started Saturday, so
Saturday.
we got a couple of game ones. Yeah, the Knicks they beat Philly. We also
Hmm.
had the Cavs beat the Orlando. So yeah, so far no upsets. I don't believe. Yeah,
Yeah.
Minnesota beat the Suns. Yeah, and the Nuggets
Hmm.
beat the Lakers. Yeah, so far like nobody stole a game one yet. All the
Hmm.
teams that should have won their games. Yeah,
That's going to be good though. The Knicks and the Sixers. That's going to probably be the best one out of
first
the
round.
East.
Yeah, in the East. I'm like yeah, and then the rivalry, the New York Philadelphia rivalry.
Yeah.
Like the East Coast rivalry. There is like
I
it's,
saw the stars that they had like sitting courtside. You were sitting courtside. Oh, I'm sorry, Reverend was sitting courtside.
that's funny.
Here's Reverend. Yeah.
Not
So
bad,
they get
bad, but
rivalry.
meaning good. So that's where we at. Let's take it out west then. Thunder
Mhm.
Pelicans, like Thunder at number one. That were like that's the surprise of the season.
Yeah, that's a surprise.
Some
Thunder
are
at
saying
one
the
surprises
SGA,
everyone.
some are saying SGA should get the MVP. Like, how do you feel about it?
Hmm.
I'm
I
thinking,
mean,
I think it's probably gonna be Joker again, but they say SGA has a legit shot at getting the MVP though.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
but Thunder being one is a shock. Like
yeah.
no one, like that was on no one's calendar. Like at the beginning of the year, like who's going to be number one out west? No one
I assumed it would be
said
the
no one.
Nuggets
The Thunder.
because you gotta go with the defending champs. I assumed it would be the Nuggets. Yeah. I
Yeah, I assumed the Nuggets was going
I didn't have the
to
Thunder as number one.
run it back. I thought the Nuggets were going to run it back again.
Well, yeah,
But the
Thunder.
Nuggets are two, so I
We
mean,
we we gonna get to them. Yeah.
yeah,
So 1-8 Thunder Pelicans plays the winner of 4-5 Clippers and Maverick. They pretty evenly matched. This is the
yeah.
way this series.
This is a good 4-5 match because like
Got
sometimes
Kawhi and Paul George on one side. You got Luca
Luka
and
Doncic.
Kyrie on the other side. It's like so yeah,
Because
it's
Luca be
yeah.
like Luca pulls out some magic sometimes, and you're just like,
And surprisingly, Kawhi was in pretty much injury free this year. Like he didn't
hmm,
been injury prone like the last seven. That's why they four this year. Whereas they were like playing. I think something like last year they actually
hmm,
like they had a relatively injury free year.
that's what's up.
Clippers like got it together.
Full potential in them, yeah.
T Wolf Suns. Suns got to be a disappointment. Yeah, like when they got Kevin Durant, that was supposed to be like they were supposed to be up.
Holy Grail,
They were
yeah.
supposed to be up here like with the Thunder at like or at least
Hmm.
like yeah like three like yeah
Or at
like
least the Timberwolves, yeah.
yeah. This should have been flipped. Yeah, but yeah,
Mhm.
Timberwolves are 3 and Suns. Yeah, and then 2-7 the Nuggets and the Lakers. Yeah.
Nuggets are gonna crush the Lakers. They gonna crush
I,
the
right.
Lakers.
What's funny though was like this is a rematch from last year's Western Conference Finals. People forget that the Lakers like went far. They not going far this year because they got the Thunder in the first round. I mean, they got the Nuggets in the first round. They're
Nuggets
not going
fans,
far this
they
year.
gonna crush them.
If the Lakers win this other bracket, they might have a shot. Like I said, they were able to move up to like, or even if they like tanked and like moved into like the eighth spot, it's like they might have been able to upset a young Thunder team.
Yeah, because the Thunder is young. Like with the young teams, you can always kind of their inexperience can be
Yeah. And then this
their
could be this could
disadvantage.
be the LA series that everybody been wanting for years. That could have been Clippers, Lakers, second round possibly. That'd have been fun. Yeah,
Mhm.
like but nah, they no way.
Since we're on this side, we want to make our. I mean, I know some
That's
things are
that's
already
why I
in
brought it
play.
up. That's why I brought it up.
Yeah, we can make our predictions. Okay.
Let's start as RK Celtics easily. I'm
Okay.
already by spoiler. Celtics are already here. Like I said, Celtics are already in the NBA Finals to me.
Okay. Can we say like how many we think it's going to happen?
You can do that. I don't. Yeah, you can do that. I'll let you do that. I'm just
Let
gonna
me
take
see if I get my sport. I don't sports gamble, but I'm gonna try to get my sports thing on.
I'll
Not
let you.
even sports book.
Is that a sweep then? Celtics Heat.
Celtics Heat is a sweep.
Okay, I agree.
Cavs Magic.
Cavs and
Cavs in six.
I like that. I was gonna say five. I like six. Okay.
Cavs in six. Well, Orlando got some pieces. They do.
They
They
got
got some pieces.
the top, the number one picks. Yeah, that's finally
They
paying
got
off.
some pieces. Yeah. Cavs in six. Bucks and
Bucks and
Pacers.
Bucks and five.
Bucks and five.
I'm going. Yeah, I'm gonna say they're gonna kick it up a notch for the playoffs because they struggled. Like that's why
Yeah.
they did have some
Even though they
struggle.
got the Giannis injury, but still,
Yeah,
they got Lillard,
yeah.
Dame
Knicks.
Dollar. They got they got him. So
I'm going Knicks and six for the Knicks Sixers. That's where I'm at.
I agree. Knicks and okay, we kind of agree. Knicks and six. So all
Okay.
right.
Want to
Now,
finish this bracket or you want to
yeah,
go
we can finish this side. Okay, so
Celtics and Cavaliers?
have
Is that another?
Celtics in five.
I like the five. Yeah, I'll give you
Celtics in five.
Knicks Bucks. Ooh, ooh.
Ooh. Will Giannis be
I
back
got
by
my.
then?
I'm going. I'm gonna say the Knicks in seven. I got the Knicks in the Eastern Conference Final.
Bucks in six.
Much as I hate everybody go Bucks and sixes.
I can't go against Dave Lillard. I can't go against him. Bucks in six. Okay, so we differ right there. Okay. Um,
Still got the Celtics going to the finals. Like I had Knicks. You got to play. I haven't played the Knicks. You haven't played the Bucks. Yeah.
I say Celtics in six.
I agree. Same with the Knicks. Yeah,
Yeah,
Celtics.
Celtics in six. So Celtics are going, we think. Okay.
Oh, well,
Now,
okay. Thunder Pelicans. Without Zion, that's a sweep. I say
Thunder in five.
Thunder and four. I go.
I think they'll win one game, put like do it for Little Saint. I think they'll, win one.
Clips Mav. This is where I'm gonna throw a curveball. I'm gonna say the Mavericks advance here.
Mavericks in six.
I like the Mavericks advancing.
Mavericks in six.
Clippers be clippering.
And then Luca and Kyrie are just monsters with that
Yeah,
killing dreams on people. So I say Mavericks in six.
yeah. Well,
Timberwolves
son,
and
do you see a son's upset? That's interesting. That's the most interesting bracket out west right there. Because even though
is Cat
Timber
is Cat
versus
still out
Sun,
or no?
I-
Is Cat out still or no?
I'm not sure.
Because I know Cat had injury. I can't remember if Cat is still out or not. Um, this is gonna be interesting.
Yeah,
Wolves in six.
Wolves in seven.
Wolves in six, I say.
I'm going seven. Okay, and well, we said Nuggets, Lakers, maybe possible. Let's say five. I give
Five.
five.
Nuggets in five.
I give LeBron.
LeBron, I mean, you still have LeBron, so
I give
LeBron isn't going to
LeBron
get
one and
swept.
shit. Yeah, Nuggets in five. I agree.
LeBron isn't going to get swept out the first round, so he's going to have some.
And he don't want to get. And remember, they got swept last year. I don't think he wants to get swept back to
Yeah,
back.
LeBron isn't going to get swept. So I say Nuggets in five. So, okay. So now,
We got Thunder and the Mavericks here. Let's go Thunder and six. I don't know. Thunder and six.
Mavs in six.
Ooh, okay.
They're young.
Okay.
I'm
Nuggets,
going with I think they can upset them because they're young, I think.
Nuggets in five here though. They beat.
Yeah, Nuggets in five. I agree.
Okay, Mavericks versus Nuggets.
You said Mavericks versus Nuggets. I
Maverick,
said,
yeah, Mavericks versus you had the Mavericks there, right?
yeah, I had the Mavericks
I
there.
had the Thunder there, yeah. So either way, I think the Nuggets are advancing.
Nuggets and six. Nuggets and six.
Now the NBA Finals, like the Nuggets, defending champion Nuggets versus the Boston Celtics, the 17-time champion Celtics. This is gonna be good.
Celtics and seven.
You got Celtics in seven.
Mhm.
I'm going with the Joker in seven.
Okay. We gonna see who's right. We had similar. We were similar in some of our stuff, and then some of our stuff we flipped a little bit. So we're gonna see how our bracket
How
goes.
broken the brackets were and shit. Yeah.
I always like doing the brackets with you because it's fun. Like I like brackets. I do. They're
Oh
fun.
yeah, definitely. Because especially looking back to see like how we did. Yeah, like we're gonna look back at that at this episode to see how we did.
Now, if I do good, I'll be like, I need to give some sports books, maybe. But maybe I need to start.
Okay, we
But
want to
yeah, I
talk
think that the
about.
Celtics are going to get their 18th. Yeah, I think they're going to get there.
Okay, before we
Yeah.
wrap, let's cover like a little bit more basketball, but on the other side, yeah, WNBA draft took place this past week. Chicago
Yay.
Sky had two first round picks.
Yes.
They had number 3 and number 7. Of course, like Caitlin Clark with number 1
Of
overall, no
course, no
surprise. So
surprises there. Yeah.
and yeah, no surprise there. With number 3, Camilla Cardosa from the national champion South Carolina. So they
Mm-hmm.
got their big right there. Camilla,
Yeah.
she's center, yeah. And then the controversial Angel Reese from LSU went 7. Yeah, so yeah, Miss her, yeah, her, yeah. So, yeah.
I like it because I saw her wear her
Yeah,
Insta.
you're gonna have a tough front court, yeah, because you put Angel at the 4 and then put Cardosa at the center. He's like, yeah, so you're
Yeah.
gonna have you're gonna have that front court. Ain't nobody getting a rebound, basically.
All I heard was that they said Sky tickets about to go up.
They already are. Somebody posted like from StubHub, somebody posted a pic like the prices. And what's the name is already season tickets are already sold out Indiana after that Caitlin.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Sold out already. They season tickets for the whole year sold out. So
Yeah, they already.
shit is getting real for that.
I
Hopefully like these this generation can
these
be
ladies will
put the
pick it up.
WNBA on the map because it seems like I believe that the league has lost money pretty much every year in its existence,
Mhm.
25 plus seasons or whatever they've never turned a profit. So hopefully like this group because like it's a good group, a lot of hype behind these
Yeah,
girls
it
right
is.
now. Yeah, so it's a
Mhm.
good group right here. Hopefully, and stop
I like
posting.
Angel.
Yeah, Angel, she's a hustler. Yeah.
She said that she needs a nickname now because she said she'll buy you Barbie.
Why you
Like
Barbie? So she ain't. Yeah, she ate in the
what can
bite.
we call here? Hey, here we go, Chi-Town cutie. You could be a Chi-Town cutie.
I was trying to
You
come
could
up
be
with
that.
the Barbie, but we don't have nothing makes sense.
Somebody said deep dish diva. I'm like, y'all doing too much deep dish. Like, we don't want to name her after food. Like, let's not do food for her. But she's excited about coming here. Like the ladies look like they were excited. I think I want to go to the game. I think I am going. Not that Caitlin Clark, they don't want too much damn money for that. I already saw what they try to charge for that. Not that. I'm not going to that. I'm not paying all that money.
There's a lot of stories in that game because of the Angel and Caitlin, obviously, and then with Camilla, that because she they beat Iowa in the
Yeah, they
championship,
knocked them out. Yeah.
South Carolina, back
They said you got the two ladies that beat them 2 years in a
to
row.
back.
They said you got the two ladies that beat them 2 years in a row. So yeah.
I mean, and going by what I just said about turning profit, stop posting dumbass memes like this and shit. Like,
Yeah.
so Victor was number 1. Yeah, he getting 12 million. Caitlin was number 1 W. She only gets 76,000. It's like first, like I said, like let's look at the other numbers. It's like yeah, it's like TV contract 2.7 billion for the NBA,
With the B. That's the
millions
B.
for then with M with 60 million for the WNBA. This is a multi-billion-dollar league right here, like generating 10 billion in revenue versus 200 million in revenue. So, so
Mhm.
like, know what you're talking about before you talk about
Like
dumb.
the bottom line is that both of these franchise, both of like the things are making millions and even billions of dollars. Like the sports industry does generate a lot of money, but you gotta do apples to apples and oranges to oranges. If one company is worth $200 million, like I said, and the other company's worth $10 billion,
Yeah.
it's
Salaries,
like
yeah, reflect that. Yeah. And like the WNBA, like I said, they've been around what like about 25 years. The league is still like that's young. It's like See,
NBA been around over
look back
75 years.
when the NBA was around 25 years. It's like cats wasn't getting paid like
Hmm.
millions like that back then.
Yeah, NBA celebrate their 75th anniversary.
Yeah,
So
it means the 25th would have been like 50 years ago. It's like, yeah,
yeah,
that's where making salaries like 12 million 50 years ago. It's like
no,
he was young then. It's like, yeah, so they weren't the salaries matched it. Like cats had like day jobs and shit like ball players. Like a lot of them had day jobs, especially if you weren't a star and shit. Yeah. He was like, oh, like coming off the bench or something. You had a fucking day. You might have worked the forklift and shit. Yeah.
you did construction.
Yeah. You had a
Yeah, you
you
did.
went and played
You
ball
were
at
a
night.
plumber.
Yeah. Play ball at night back. That's what they did then. So like and like and
It's
these
that like
and that's just their WNBA salaries. But like trust me, Caitlyn and Angel and all those
they
girls,
got
they ain't gonna
endorsements.
be hurting from a Caitlyn already got a Nike contract. It's like
Yeah, I saw her, and then I saw her on a State Farm, I think, commercial.
yeah, they already like yeah, they gonna make
Yeah,
money.
they're going to
They
get
gonna make
endorsements.
millions off their endorsements. Yeah. So like,
Hmm.
ain't they already making millions because of college? Like now they give you like the name, image, and likeness, which was good.
Okay.
Like before, like what they did before they came up with the NIL deal. Now, guys, you can make money off of your name, image, and likeness. Before,
Yeah,
like that was illegal. They said, you know, because you're student athletes and all that.
which is
But
bullshit.
the schools are making billions of March Madness. How much money
Exactly. Go to Vegas during March Madness. Go
making
to Vegas. That's
billions.
all I'm saying. Go
Oh
to
yeah,
Vegas.
yeah, yeah. These schools are making billions off of this tournament. Yeah,
Hmm.
and they not entitled to none of that. So like Angel recently made like $2 million like last year, something like that, as a college student. Like so, you know, like that's just gonna go up and shit as
Hmm.
like she like became known after the all of this. Is like she became famous after that. So I think she made like $2 million just off
So
of
now I
name
want to see her and John Cena in a commercial together.
money and shit. You
We won't
can't.
even see them if they're in a commercial. Like, we won't be able to see them, but
Yeah. But yes, because I see that all the time. Because like people say, see, there's some bullshit right here. Like, know what you're talking about? Is like WNBA is still looking to turn a profit, and is a younger league. NBA been around 75 years. Like when they're around 25, like cats were not making money like that. Like,
but the thing that I do like the what this did show is for educational purposes, it did show that just because you see somebody on TV doesn't mean that they're a multimillionaire. That's
nah,
what the salary shows. It's like, okay, rookie contract for WNBA is making less than $80,000 a year. It's engineering
that's
majors
the
that
number
make
one
more than
pick.
that.
It's like, yeah, that's like
And it's engineering majors that will come out of college with
so
a
most
bachelor's
guys
making
draft
more than
less.
that.
Yeah, like the number one pick is making like 76. It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
So
So it's college degrees that are coming out now with just a bachelor's making more than that.
and the WNBA is a shorter season. They only play like during the summer, like what NBA is 82 games. I forget how many games their season is. I
Hmm.
suppose I could look instead of being lazy.
I think they play like 4 to 5 months or something like that.
Something like that. It's mostly a summer league though, yeah.
Mhm.
Like where they mostly play at is like during the summer.
And that's why a lot of the ladies will play overseas because it's
Yeah.
like to make
That's
to
how the
make
whole
the
Brittany Griner thing
city
happened. Like
grinder happen.
she was
Yeah,
overseas playing ball and then she brought like weed pens or whatever she had.
yeah. But it is like an apples to apples. What I said, but I do like that they did show that to show that everybody isn't a multimillionaire. So that is the lesson that it showed right there.
They played
That's why I do appreciate seeing that.
36 games, so they like their season is less than half as long as the NBA season. So that's
Yeah,
reflected. Yeah, you so if you break it down like that to make $76,000 to play 36 games during the summer, that's not bad. It's like
yeah,
it's not a bad deal. It's like yeah.
yeah.
Like of course like that can go up like the more you generate, which say we see in like the seasons, the tickets selling out. So like
Hmm.
get the TV ratings up too so they can get $1 billion contract. It's like
Yeah.
TV ratings up, yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to see
Watch
the
the
like,
games and go to the games. That's how you support the WNBA.
yeah, I'd like to
All these,
see
all
them
these bitches complain on social media, like buy a ticket and shit. That's like,
mhm. And then and then you NBA players, like I want to see like you guys show your support, like the LeBrons and the Steph Currys, like you guys
like
be at the
courtside,
games too.
right? So courtside, yeah.
Yeah, you guys be at the game.
I went and hung out with Dion and
DeMar DeRozan, you got all Doris. I want to see him at a game,
LeBron and them were able to go hang out and watch Dion fucking Sanders in Colorado. I'm just saying, you can come watch some WNBA. That was during the season. Like this is off season. WNBA season usually runs during the off season. Y'all can watch some games. I'm just saying,
Yeah, I want to see
really want to.
them.
You can come
Well,
see.
the Olympics are like, well, yeah, the Olympics are this year.
August, yeah, you can go before that though.
Okay, so it is Olympics this year. I was just thinking about that. That is happening, but
I'm
it's
full.
like you can work around it to
I'm full Olympic team, but I'm gonna try to find it.
I say you
Yeah.
can work around do that. I do want to see like some of these, these players who are like the top guys out there showing their support at these games. And then instead of talking about it online, go buy a ticket, go to your game.
Yeah.
Oh, not the Caitlin Clark game. You won't be able to afford that, but I don't think because like the way they're price gouging that, I saw some of those prices. I was like, really? Like who bought these tickets already? Like, damn, y'all was with your bots ready, just okay. You know,
All right.
crazy.
I guess we can look. The Olympics ain't for a while. We can talk about them next week. I thought about that. Yeah, I ain't feel like looking it up, but let's wrap this shit up right now.
Yeah.
Not another damn podcast episode.
Three
Rom.
fifty 359.
Yeah, I almost said the line again. We like 10 episodes away from that. Episode 359. Definitely appreciate your support. And you want to support us further, give us a like. Also, subscribe, share, rate, review all your platforms, talking Apple Podcasts, Spotify, TuneIn, SoundCloud, iHeart, TLC Talk Radio, YouTube, and your Amazon Alexa devices. Follow me at Ozman the Wizard on Instagram, TikTok, and X, and Oz Radio on Snapchat, Facebook, and X as well.
And you can check me out, MSIMAH626 on Instagram, TikTok, and X. Also, STRAGULAEY1 on X, STRAGULAEY7 on Instagram. Also, please like the Straight Gully Facebook fan page. Check out straightgully.com for your blogs and your vlogs. And that is all.
Ozman the Wizard.
And Naima.
We will talk to you later.
Bye.
I'm gone.